The following is a presentation of the ACC Network, an exclusive production of Raycom Sports.
We welcome you to snowy South Bend, Indiana, where a winter storm rolled in overnight, and they're expecting about a half foot before it's done. Good to be inside Purcell Pavillion here at the Joyce Center as Notre Dame's back home after a tough loss in Chapel Hill. And the Irish meet NC State, who also lost a tough one to Wake Forest in Winston-Salem. Great to be with Bobby Crimmins, Wes Durham. The breaking news for the Wolfpack: Markel Johnson will miss a second straight game.
It's a big loss, Wes, and now what they're going to have to do, Beverly, who likes to play the two, he's going to have to slide over and play some point.
So the sophomore from Cleveland, who's one of the most efficient players in the ACC, now the young man from Hazard, Kentucky, who leads NC State in assists in ACC play, but Bobby, he struggled from the floor lately.
He can catch and shoot, but what I love, watch the way he moves without the basketball, finds the open spot, and he can shoot it. If Notre Dame plays zone, they must find Beverly.
Well, and for NC State, they've got to find Big John Mooney of the Irish, because he's averaged a double-double comfortably in his last three. In fact, he leads the ACC in double-doubles with 9, and he's the subject of our innovative play, brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Get slam dunk savings today. Visit progressive.com.
Well, Wes, he loves to screen and pop, but watch what happens here. You're going to see the defense hedge high. Therefore, instead of popping, he's going to roll, get a great pass, and finish the play. He can play inside and outside. He's the most improved player in the ACC.
All right, well, ACC race expected to be tight. Single games will take a premium. The Wolfpack and Irish in their only regular season meeting is next.
ACC basketball is being brought to you by Food Lion, official supermarket of the ACC. By New York Life. With the right guidance, everyone can be good at life. By Coyote Tractor. And by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
14th meeting all time with the Irish and the Wolfpack. And let's get our Food Line starting lineups out of the way, Bobby, because there is some interest here. This Notre Dame lineup of Hubbs, Gibbs, Harvey, Goodwin, and Mooney has not started since December the 18th.
Yeah, everybody's shaking things up with the injuries, Wes, but there are going to be a lot of players, and somebody's going to have to step up today.
By the way, the NC State lineup, first one this year not to feature Markel Johnson or Torin Dorn. Eric Lockett gets his first start for the Wolfpack with Beverly, Daniels, C.J. Bryce, and of course the grad transfer Wyatt Walker. Pat Driscoll, Tony Chiazza, Matt Potter on the whistle, and the Pack and Irish underway from South Bend. And by the way, considering the weather, pretty good crowd.
Excellent. Big news for the Irish is the students are in, and the crowd has come out despite the snow.
Tried to dump it to Walker, turned over, and here's Notre Dame with Dane Goodwin. Mike Bray, who's had veteran teams the last couple of years, 3 to be in fact. Much younger basketball team, and now with the injuries, really young as John Mooney gets the game started. Well,
we know he can play outside, but he's starting to play inside. I mentioned earlier the most improved player in the league. He's going to be a handful today. Look for Funderburk maybe to come in a little bit and guard Mooney some.
This is Devin Daniels, transfer out of Utah. Lockett, 3-ball bounds away, and Prentice Hub the rebound. Hub, a freshman, Upper Marlboro, Maryland, who is averaging 4.5 assists in conference play, which is 5th best in the ACC.
He's not shy, Wes. He'll shoot it.
Mooney already with 2. The 3 rims off.
Good rotation by State there. They have to defend the 3.
Bryce and NC State on the board with C.J. Bryce.
He came over from Wilmington with Coach Keats, and he's a scorer.
Yeah, averaging 12.3 in conference play, right behind Beverly, who leads the Pack at 12.5 in ACC play. Here's DJ Harvey, and another 3 for the Irish.
That's a great sign. He's a little streaky. He's a very skilled athlete, but sometimes a little inconsistent on the shooting.
Notre Dame hit 10 threes in the 6-point loss at Chapel Hill on Tuesday night, and they've got their first one here with Harvey. Daniels, little runner is good. Boy, Devin Daniels, a nice take on the bounce, Bobby.
He's a great driver. One thing NC State has, Wes, they have a lot of wings that can shoot, score, and drive. Obviously, we talked about the missing Markell at the point. Beverly's going to have to really play some great point guard today.
Yeah, Bryce, I think, probably helped him a little bit. Here's Goodwin trying to free himself against Lockett. And he will draw the foul from Eric Lockett, the grad transfer from Florida International. His first, and the first on the Wolfpack. And there's a look at the young man from Cleveland, Markell Johnson, averaging 10 points and 4 assists in ACC play. And a guy who, as we said at the top, really one of the more efficient players in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Dane Goodwin, the free throw good.
Yeah, he's a true junior. What I love about Markell is, he's paid his dues, and now this is his time. But the good news, he's going to be back. He is definitely going to be back, and he is going to possibly be one of the best point guards in the league.
Irish an early three-point lead. Beverly feeds Walker.
Just excellent ball handling and great pass on the roll by Beverly. You got to love Beverly. He's a combo guard, but today he's got to do something different. He's got to sacrifice, play unselfish, and get the ball to the other guys.
Here's Harvey with Lockett playing over the top of the Mooney screen. There's another screen. Back from Mooney in the open long two.
That's what he does. He screens and pops, screens and rolls. I love the attitude of both teams. They're really fired up.
Daniels tried to even the game.
Quick shot.
Yep. First one in the transition look, and now Gibbs on the attack for the Irish. Hub right down the lane, blocked by Daniels. Here's Harvey, another three. And the rebound for Devin Daniels.
Good look. How about the move by Hub?
Well, Bobby, the interesting part is the game is at maybe State's tempo, but Notre Dame is finding cracks to shoot.
Yep.
Beverly a two. Rebounded Lockett. State gets a reset. Here's Lockett on the baseline. Nice pass from Walker for Eric Lockett's first basket.
You said it the best. Great pass. I love the way both teams are playing right now. Both teams are coming off of a loss on the road. And obviously Notre Dame playing at home. They want to win at home. Protect home court.
Hub in low for Mooney. Stripped of it. Bryce got a hand in there. Here's State with the turnover. Daniels.
Notre Dame in that zone.
Now Walker reroutes down low against Mooney. Forced it up. The rebound for DJ Harvey.
They would love to get Mooney in foul trouble.
Goodwin. Elbow jumper.
He's got to make that, Wes. Excellent shot. He needs confidence.
Daniels. Can't slash through, almost turned it over. Walker off the deflection behind the back, and an offensive foul is going to be called as the bounce pass went to Bryce. It'll be a charge on Walker. It'll be his first.
What's this? What's this pass? Oh, this is when they scored on the roll.
Breaking the action at South Bend. Notre Dame a 1-point lead early. Welcome back to South Bend and our Carolina Ford keys to the game today with State and Notre Dame, Bobby.
Well, Notre Dame takes the most threes in the league. They shoot about 34%. And Kevin Keith told us before the game, they got to defend the three, particularly who, John Mooney. And as far as Notre Dame, NC State's going to pressure what they're doing right now. Not only that, attack it, but they got to score off it. They got to burn NC State.
Torin Dorn is in. DJ Funderburk for the first time for NC State. The rebound banged away. Gibbs gives the Irish a second chance, and Harvey rimmed out the three. Mooney's tap follow twice didn't go down.
Good shots. I like the aggressiveness of Notre Dame attacking the zone, pressure, and shooting the ball. Blake
Harris, the transfer from Missouri, also onto the floor for the first time for the Wolfpack. Here's Bryce fighting through the traffic. And boy, got to bounce right back in his second field goal. C.J. Bryce, a couple of early baskets, and the Wolfpack in front.
He can just rebound, score, drive. I love the wings on this team. There you see the pressure again. See, he attacks his zone. Here he drives, but watch the way he follows the ball. He has a great nose for the ball, great follow-up. And one thing in the zone, you know, you don't have the man-to-man box-out principles in the zone, and therefore you can get offensive rebounds.
Prentice Hub into the ball game for the first time. Nate Laszewski, this young freshman whose playing time has really increased after the injuries to Pfluger and Juwan Durham, who's not going to play today with a chronic ankle problem. Also, Nikola Jogo has also come on, and a long three from Prentice Hub.
He loves to shoot the three ball. He was in a slump early in the season, but now the last 2 games in particular, he is coming out of his slump.
And forced the turnover there. 2-point lead for the Irish. Hub a little out of control, but got it to Gibbs. Mooney.
No double team.
Dorn there, but Mooney can't finish with the jump hook. Harris the deflection. You surprised no double there, Bobby?
I am a little bit, but they have to defend the three. Boy, Bryce is on fire.
7 for C.J. Bryce. He was 7 of 17 in Winston-Salem on Tuesday night.
Yes.
And finished with 17 points in the 4-point loss to the Deacons.
They were down 18 in that game.
Jogo can't answer. Knocked away from Laszewski by Dorn. Beverly fights for it, and Nikola Jogo commits the foul. It'll be his first and the first on Notre Dame. And Kevin Keats, season number 2 in Raleigh. 46-year-old native of Lynchburg, Virginia. You think he's doing a great job.
Oh, what about last year? He shocked the country last year. He was picked 12th. He finished tied for 3rd in the ACC.
Yeah.
Give me a break. Went to the NCAA tournament. I watched him at UNC Wilmington when he coached against my old school college at Charleston.
Yeah.
And you could just see he was an up-and-coming.
Well, he's won 35 of his first 50 ball games as the head man in Raleigh. Wonderful basketball journey for Kevin Keats, and now in the ACC. Dorn with Funderburk rolling on the screen, and Torin Dorn on the board.
Another drive, another pull up, and here comes the pressure. The key to this game right now, Notre Dame is missing threes.
Goodwin lost the handle on it and then booted it over the end line. It will go to the Wolfpack.
Well, there you see the pressure, and there you see the turnover. And Coach Bray is not happy about that turnover. Not only does the press look for turnovers, Wes, but they try and wear you down. And we know Notre Dame, couple of injuries. One, of course, we all know about Pfluger, out for the year. And in this particular game, Durham, he is also out, but he is expected to come back in a few games.
7 of 13 from the floor. Notre Dame has attempted 7 threes in their first 13 shots, and an NC State turnover now gives the Irish another chance.
Good rotation by Gibbs there. Gibbs has been quiet. I expect Gibbs to get involved with the offense here soon.
On the drive, feeds Harvey for the dunk.
What about that pass? Love the pass by Gibbs.
Harris fights down the lane and gets a blocking call, and it's on Laszewski. So we get a break in the action at Purcell Pavillion. Notre Dame's T.J. Gibbs finds D.J. Harvey off the baseline. Well, we welcome you back, and the storyline here today is about Markel Johnson. Bobby, this looked really bad.
It does. I was watching the game, and it was really good news that he was not out for the year.
Yeah. Well, he missed the other night in Winston-Salem. Johnson is sidelined today, the junior from Cleveland. A lot of credit to the Wolfpack trainer, Drew Moore. He's done everything to try and expedite the return process. But what Kevin Keats told us something before the game, Bobby, that I want to be 100%. He's 100%.
No question. Why risk it? You got to keep your eye on the big picture.
Notre Dame, of course, is missing their 6'11" junior, and that's Juwan Durham, who's been fighting an ankle issue that he suffered in the Virginia Tech bowl game.
He's a good big man. Good upside.
Yeah. Great shot blocker. Backcourt pressure by the Wolfpack. It's a held ball that will stay with the Irish. So both teams missing pieces. And both coaches having to adjust here a little bit too.
No question. Let's not forget Pfluger. They're the only true senior for Notre Dame in the Purdue game, ACL, and he was playing great. The junior was having a great year.
Yep.
Right now, the pressure's starting to have a little effect on this game on Notre Dame.
Jericho Helms, freshman from St. Louis, wearing number 4 on the floor for the first time for NC State. There's Harvey. Missed everything that time, and Dorn will run it down.
Funderburk is in the game for NC State, a big man.
Yep. Here's Dorn fighting through. Funderburk tried to keep it alive, and a foul called on the Irish. And it's on Prentice Hub.
Funderburk, and here's another big man like Durham, has a tremendous upside. He gets in foul trouble, little skinny, but I tell you what, Wes, he could have a very bright future in a Wolfpack uniform.
So 3 fouls now on Notre Dame here in this opening half with 9 minutes gone. Helms at the foul line. Mooney the rebound of the shot that was too strong. NC State played over the top that time and now turned over. Here is Dorn, and that'll be a reach out by TJ Gibbs. His first and the 4th, and it prevents a transition opportunity for Dorn.
Coach Brady's not happy about that. Coach Keats didn't want to foul there. That was a layup. The Notre Dame right now not shooting great and having turnovers. Now you see Kevin saying, you know, why'd you call that foul?
He wants to know if there was a little bit of an intentional on it too. I think maybe.
No.
Oh, no. Come on, Bob.
Now you see Mike Bray's going to his bench. What he's looking for right now is that guy that can make the shots. Now Gibbs has been quiet.
Yep.
And he might have to be the man. And Notre Dame staying in that zone, trying to buy some time. Keep Mooney out of foul trouble. Daniels
the long 3. Rebound for Harvey. 7 total turnovers in the game. Notre Dame just gave it away for the 3rd time a moment ago.
Yep.
Boy, look at Harris. He's right with Prentice Hub now.
Gibbs got to move hard without the basketball. There he goes. Get the ball in his hand. Do something.
Leschewski a long 3. Funderburk the box out.
It's just not there right now.
3-point lead for NC State. Double team on Dorn. Almost halfway through this opening 20 minutes of play. Notre Dame's 11-6, 1-3 in the league. Oh, nice dribble fake by Harris. Missed the jump shot. Helms the rebound, and Jericho Helms on the board.
Boy, they go to the offensive boards. One game they got killed on the boards. That was North Carolina. Otherwise, they attack the boards. They play aggressive. That's Kevin Keats' style, full of energy. NC State looking good right now.
5-point lead for the Wolfpack. Harvey off the contact of Harris. Mooney the rebound. Skips out. Gibbs a 3.
All right. Boy, Coach Bray is happy to see that.
10th best 3-point shooter in the ACC is TJ Gibbs, averaging 14 in conference play, on the board for the first time. Helms got caught in the air and turned it over. State gives it away. And that'll bring substitutions. Beverly and Bryce are back for the Wolfpack, but Mooney gave the Irish an opportunity.
Oh yeah, great offensive rebound here. He kicks it out, and we talked about somebody making a shot, and Gibbs has come through, and that's a great sign for the Irish. Here comes the pressure, substitution, Beverly back in. Keep the pressure on, wear them down.
Chris Doherty has come on the floor for Notre Dame, and that's news as well. This is his first action of the season. In the corner, Leschewski. Rimmed out, and the rebound for Dorn.
That's his shot, Wes. He can make it. That's his forte, shooting the basketball.
Funderburk taking Doherty on the dribble. Beverly a deep 3 from the front. And the rebound, Doherty had it stolen by Helms. And Doherty goes back and picks up the rebound and draws the foul from the freshman Helms.
Yeah, Chris. Good rebound in here. See Doherty loses the ball but stays with it. And this is, you got to understand, this is the first time he's ever played.
Right.
You know, in high school, he was a scorer.
Well, Bobby, the plan was to redshirt.
Right.
And he's dressing for games. And Mike Bray said, you know, long term, we didn't want this kid to play, but he missed his junior year with a back injury in high school in Marlborough, Massachusetts. But as a senior, you're right, he averaged 20 points and 12 rebounds. And now takes the floor for the first time today. And with the injury to Durham and his status unknown, Notre Dame didn't have any choice.
Yeah. Sloppy basketball there by the Wolfpack. No, you're right. And Mike Bray, he needs players, needs numbers, especially against his pressure. He knows NC State's trying to wear them down.
Harvey, the up and under, and one. Irish tie the game, and the foul on Beverly.
Harvey's the type of kid I mentioned earlier. He's a highly skilled player. He can shoot, he can drive. He is not shooting the ball great. And obviously, when you're not shooting the ball great, drive the basketball. And that's exactly what he did. And beautiful play.
He had 15 points in Chapel Hill, 16 in their ACC opener at Virginia Tech. And he's looking for his 8th point here in the first half. So locked up at 19. Approaching 8 minutes. Funderburk, nice pass. Dorn to cut on the baseline.
He slipped right behind. These wings, you got to find them. They're so hard to find. He slipped behind the defense. Great pass.
Well, you said at the top it's a good passing game, and so far that's proved true as well.
Hub with a quick shot.
Here's Dorn, and we get a whistle and a foul and a reach. And Prentice Hub going to draw his second. 5 on Notre Dame. Snowy Saturday in South Bend. Back after this. Well, Bobby, we've got a combination of things working here, and NC State's defense is one of them.
It's really working. They're so aggressive. Deep corner, you got to trap that. Got to use those hands, get those deflections, and here's another deflection. Leads to what I thought was going to be an easy basket.
Well, you see NC State forcing 18 turnovers a game. Notre Dame only commits 9. It's the yin and the yang, if you will. And here today, 3 already for the Irish and 6 for the Wolfpack.
The good news for the Irish, they're not in foul trouble.
2 for Hub a moment ago. He's come off the floor. So Goodwin and Gibbs play in the back line of the zone, front line of the zone. Here is Bryce out of the corner. Boy, C.J. Bryce now has 10 in the ball game on his second triple.
You wonder why he came over with coach from Wimbledon. He's just a natural scorer.
Yep.
Not scared either.
And we get a travel through the backcourt, so another Irish turnover. Don't forget the Honda Dealers Road to the tournament. Here's a look at where NC State is. That Auburn win looks sensational. 7-point win at the PNC Arena against Bruce Pearl's Tigers. And they've got 5 left against top 15 teams. And, of course, Kevin Keats, as you mentioned, Bobby, went 11-7 a year ago. Finished tied for 3rd. And got the Wolfpack into the NCAA tournament.
He has a great background. I was talking to him this morning. His coach from Ferrum.
Bill Pullen. Yeah.
Pressure defense, and then of course he went to work for Rick Pitino. He had that style. Before that, he had it at Hargrave military, and he's brought it here. And let me tell you something.
He also brought C.J. Bryce.
He's a solid wing. He's a scorer. He's got a scoring mentality. Right now, Notre Dame lost the unforced error, and Coach Bray is not happy. And he's going man-to-man here.
Yep.
If you're going to turn it over, you got to at least make them do it to you.
Beverly at 2. Jogo the rebound.
Good look for Beverly. He usually knocks that down.
Under 7 to play in this opening frame. 5-point lead for NC State. Mooney with a really high screen. Gibbs. Layup short. John Mooney cleans it up. 6 for the big fella from Lake Brantley.
He's going to be first-team All-ACC, and if he continues to play like this, he might be in the conversation for a Player of the Year.
9 double-doubles coming in He's had 3 straight double-doubles, 4 straight double-figure rebounding games for Mooney.
There's that high ball screen rolled by Walker.
Dorn inside. Walker trying to clean it up. Got knocked out. Notre Dame trailing 3 and a chance to tie. Quick ball movement gets it to Leschewski.
See, NC State, they're playing, they're defending the 3. They're up on the shooters, playing very aggressive man-to-man defense.
Mooney to tie. And Beverly picked it off before it went out of bounds.
That's his shot.
Bryce, the shot on the 3, the fake, the drive, the score.
Bryce is doing it.
C.J. Bryce with a dozen of the Wolfpack's 26.
He gets it. He knows Markel's out. He knows he's got to step up. Right now, that's the player of the game.
Well, Kevin Keats scripted it in our visit before the game, talking about the value of a C.J. Bryce to get it out of Beverly's hands and allow Beverly to go back to maybe his normal operation. And a turnover by the Irish. That's 5 on Notre Dame.
Bryce he's just doing it all. But what I love about him, he's so aggressive. Not only offensive, defensively, but here you see the drive, avoid the charge. Playing some great basketball right now, that young man. Net a turnover by the Irish. And they're back in the man-to-man.
5 minutes to go in the first half.
They're looking for Funderburk inside.
Dorn challenged Harvey, got it blocked. Deflected Doherty, and here is DJ Harvey front court. On the drive, and Nikola Jogo is fouled. He'll get free throws. Lockett commits his second. 5 on State.
They see the great block. And one way you can defeat pressure is by missed shots. And the better defense you play, you can get out and start running. And that time Notre Dame was running in the open court, and they got a good result. 2 free throws. First
free throw conversion of the year for Jogo. And you look at Jawan Durham, who's injured today and will miss this ball game, and could very well be an extended week or 2 for the transfer out of UConn.
He's a shot blocker, and with him in the game, Mooney could slide over to the 4. But right now, Mooney's got to play a lot of center. And you know, we got to mention Doherty. Look at the job he's doing on the big fella. Doherty's come in the game, and he's giving them some energy. And he's not backing down. It's the first time he's ever appeared in a game in a Notre Dame uniform.
Well, there's Rex Pfluger, who's out for the remainder of the year.
I love him. I love him. He was playing so well. He's the only true season. The good news for Rex is that he's going to get a full year next year.
Yep.
Everybody's back.
Drive by Daniels off the baseline out of bounds play from Kevin Keats.
These guys can flat out drive the basketball.
NC State back to a 5-point advantage. Bryce switches off on Jogo. Mooney is on the bench, by the way, coming back to the table. The missed 3 by Harvey.
I love the cross-court pass. And it's another good look. Uh-oh.
Beverly deep. And they scramble inside, and there'll be a foul called. It's on Chris Doherty. Mike Bray not happy at all. First on the freshman Doherty. That'll be the 7th on Notre Dame.
Let's see if we can get a look at it. Yeah, he's come in playing aggressive. First time he's ever played. Let's see what he got here. Step in to block out.
You ride him out of the play?
Yeah, I don't blame Coach Bray. You know, to me, if it's obvious, call it. If it's not obvious, leave it alone. Let him play. This guy's a good free throw shooter.
Fighting Irish fans don't like it. Front end of the 1-and-1 for Funderburk. Good.
I love big guys who can shoot free throws. Most of them can't.
Yeah, he's 78% now. 43 of 55 on the year is DJ Funderburk.
He's going to put on some weight, and he's going to be a force in the league. Here comes the pressure.
The lead for the Wolfpack to 7, just ahead of 4 minutes to play. Hub back for Goodwin. Thought about it. Jogo baseline.
That's the answer, Wes. You attack pressure and you look to score. Great job by the Irish. And Jogo might be the guy that the Irish are looking for to step up with the loss to Fluger.
Funderburk had it, foul from behind by Goodwin. So the Goodwin foul gets us to a break.
What's his drive? What's his finish? Go Joe!
Well, John Mooney came in, 3 straight double-doubles in conference play. And Bobby, he's got 3 field goals here in the opening 20.
And he's still missing some of his threes, Wes, but you're right. And you notice they're not double-team him. He's going to the offensive boards. We both know for Notre Dame to win today, John Mooney's got to play like an all-ACC type player, which he has been doing.
Funderburk missed the front of 2. Mooney back on the floor. With Jogo, Goodwin, Harvey, and Prentice Hub. Now Hub is playing with 2 personal fouls. And here's some pressure being offered by NC State. 3.5 to go. 6-point lead for Kevin Keats Wolfpack.
That's how they broke the pressure, and they're going to be patient offensively this time.
And here's Mooney with Funderburk defending. Lost a handle on it. Funderburk went down after Mooney kind of tried to leverage him, and it got turned over. Daniels through traffic. Inside the rebound and the stick back for Devin Daniels.
He didn't, I thought he should have pulled it out. He did not have the numbers, but you talk about somebody staying with it. Well, I tell you, these Wolfpack wings are something else. They're fun to watch.
Dorn deflected it back to Hubs. Mooney the catch and score.
Good pass. We got a good one here, Wes. This is a good ACC basketball game. Despite the injuries, both these teams, they had a lot of fire in the belly.
Foul line, Funderburk. Too strong on the shot. 2.5 to play. Irish trail 6.
This is what they call their double drag offense. 2 high posts. One will roll and one will pop.
There's the pop, and that's Harvey. Down the lane, Funderburk challenges and draws the foul. First on Funderburk, 6 on the Wolfpack, Bobby.
Yeah, I tell you, everybody's getting aggressive right now. But we talk about Daniels, we talk about the NC State wings. Let's see if Harvey's going to be okay. Yep, he's going to be fine. But we're getting back to, there's a drive, and there was contact, definitely contact, good call. Kevin Keats would like to, he thought maybe a charge there. Let's see, let's watch it again. He goes straight up with his arms. I tell you what, might have a case there.
Well,
close call.
DJ Harvey's going to come to the Notre Dame bench, where the longtime trainer for Notre Dame basketball is Skip Meyer. I think Harvey had a contact lens pop loose. So that's exactly. Skip's going to supply the mirror and the saline to get DJ Harvey back up and running.
I think he'll be fine. You know, we know, let's see, is he outside the circle? He looks like he's outside the circle. He goes straight up, but there is lower body contact. Yeah, he's outside, and there is lower body contact. And most of the time in that situation, you're going to get a call.
So, well, here's a quick look at our scores brought to you by Lending Tree. Know your score. Already Carolina a 9-point winner at Miami. Cam Johnson had 22 points. The Tar Heels shot 55% from the floor, and Syracuse has run off to an early 11-point lead, by the way, on Pittsburgh. You saw Virginia Duke tonight. Wisconsin beat Michigan earlier today. Cavaliers the only undefeated team left in college basketball.
You think there's going to be a little excitement there in Durham tonight?
Wow.
Cameron Indoor?
You think?
Good win for North Carolina. Miami's a tough place to play on the road. Chris likes.
Yeah.
He drives you crazy.
Had 20 for Jim Larrañaga's team, by the way.
Yeah, he's something. He's something.
5-point lead for the Wolfpack. And Funderburk to work. Squares on Mooney. Shot rims out, and a foul called on Bryce.
He's not shy, is he? Funderburk comes right off that bench, and he's ready to shoot it.
First foul on Bryce, 7th on NC State. The Hardy's halftime report coming up at the break. We'll look back at a couple of Wolfpack legends in a Raycom Classic, and also tell you the game that comes up and follows us in Atlanta with Louisville and Georgia Tech. All that plus highlights and stats on the Hardy's halftime report. Rodney Monroe, Chris Corciani coming up at the
I know about those guys. They burned me a few times.
Pardon the pun?
I can remember Rodney put it on us in Atlanta one year. And Corciani, you know, we tried to contain him. He is impossible to contain.
TJ Gibbs, the front end of the 1-and-1. Notre Dame, by the way, 5th best free throw shooting team in the ACC, 74%. Irish, though, just 11th in ACC play at 70.1.
I like the way Gibbs has played today. I'd like to see him a little bit more aggressive. You know, you got Hub at the point, so he's playing a little bit off guard. How about the Irish? Putting a little pressure. Let's see, give a little medicine to NC State.
Dorn, middle of the floor. Here's Lockett. The lob and dunk by Funderburk.
I don't think Mike's going to pressure again. You get the ball to the middle, good things happen.
5 in the first half for DJ Funderburk. The lead 5. Coming up on 90 seconds to play in this first half. Mooney tried to squeeze baseline and is fouled on the play. And it's on Funderburk. It'll be his second NC State player with 2.
Yeah, look at this lob. You get the ball to the middle and just attack it. Beautiful play here. Notre Dame not known as a pressing team, but they tried it one time. Boy, I tell you, I love this guy. Just aggressive. If he gets the ball low and he's not double teamed, he's going to attack the rim.
Free throw by Mooney good. Gives him 9 here in the first half. Walker will get Funderburk in the NC State order. The John Mooney story is fascinating. Junior from Orlando, who originally committed to Florida and Billy Donovan, but then he went to Oklahoma City. They reopened his recruitment, and Mike Bray the beneficiary.
Oh, that was a big one.
10 for Mooney.
Yeah. He has a little hitch on his shot. Maybe when they went to see him play, the new coach thought maybe he wasn't a good shooter, but what a pickup after decommitting from Florida.
Here's Dorn. 3-point game. Daniels has had moments in this first half. Can't finish there.
Mooney with the rebound.
Yep. Hub to work. Gibbs. Step back to tie.
Oh, that's Irish basketball. We got a good one. What a big 3.
Beverly. Here's Dorn. Torn runner with a right hand. Tough shot.
Another drive, Wes. You just somehow you got to make him beat it from the outside, with the exception of Beverly, because these Wolfpack wings can flat out drive the basketball.
37-35, NC State. About a 1.5 difference in the shot clock and the game clock.
They got the ball to the right guy.
Gibbs with Beverly there. Walker going to help on the double team. Gibbs picks up on the dribble. 3 to shoot. Here's Hub. Kicks for Mooney, a 3. Rimmed off. Halftime in South Bend. So NC State's going to take a 37-35 lead to the locker room. Mike Bray's team. Possession-to-possession basketball in this opening 20 minutes with the Wolfpack. 2-point lead for NC State, trying to get their 3rd win in the league.
ACC basketball is being brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. By Hardee's. By Progressive Insurance. And by First Citizens Bank.
Welcome back to South Bend. In today's edition of the Hardee's Halftime Report, try the new Angus Thick Burger Melts at Hardee's because it tastes better. 37-35, NC State leads Notre Dame here at the break. Great to be with Bobby Crimmins for Raycom Sports coverage of ACC basketball. You said it, very entertaining 20 minutes.
Absolutely. This could come down to another nail biter, but I just love the heart and soul of both teams. They're playing aggressive. The wings for NC State are incredible. And for Notre Dame, Gibbs made a big three there. I thought Mooney was going to make that last three. He usually does.
Well, and John Mooney on the way to what would be a fourth straight double-double in ACC play and his 10th of the year. Don't forget, this is just game one. Many of you will be on the way to Atlanta next to see Louisville and Georgia Tech. Jordan wore us sensational the other night for the Cards in their win over Boston College. And Josh Pastner has gotten a home win against Wake Forest and a road win at Syracuse last Saturday.
Right, but you told me Jose Alvarado is out, and that's a major loss. We talked about Markel Johnson being out today, and that's a major loss for the Jackets.
Yeah, they'll be without A.D. Gay as well. And that ball game follows our coverage here in South Bend for many of you. 2-point lead for NC State. More Hardee's Halftime Report coming up.
Forgianic, haven't we seen that play before? Here's on the break. Monroe, what a great play. Here we threw it away.
Oh, what a play.
Incredible takeaway by Forgianic. Here's Monroe firing and hitting again. What tremendous eye contact with Forgianic. And that gives Forge 999 career assists.
This is Raycom Sports, 37th year producing ACC basketball, and great moments like that. Rodney Monroe and Chris Corchiani, Bobby.
Well, to be a great backcourt, you got to complement each other. And those two, one of the best backcourt combinations ever in the ACC. And I was fortunate enough to coach against them.
Fortunate enough to win a few or lose a few?
Maybe both. But, you know, one was such a great passer, and the other was such a great scorer. And they were such great friends also.
Well, we've got a 2-point lead for NC State here at the half. 37-35, NC State a 2-point lead. Welcome back to the Hardee's Halftime Report with Bobby Crimmins, West Durham. We're going to quickly jump here to these stats because this is a hard-fought ball game, and that's reflected in those stats as well.
Yeah, well, you know, for Notre Dame, it's a 3-point shooting.
Yeah.
They got to get going. They're 4 for 15, and we talked about, you know, they shoot the most three. We knew that, but they got to make a few more. For NC State, you know, Beverly has not scored.
Yeah.
And I expect Beverly to get going.
All right, we'll see what happens. Second 20 minutes coming up. Thanks for watching today's edition of the Hardee's Halftime Report. NC State a 2-point lead at the break.
ACC basketball is being brought to you by Geico, saving people money for over 75 years. By Gatorade, win from within. By your Carolina Ford dealers. By Bojangles, it's bow time. And by CPI Security, official security partner of the ACC.
Well, even in the snow, of all the guys that are fighting Irish, Frank Leahy strikes quite a figure. 2 national titles as a player, 4 as a coach. How about that, huh?
That's pretty strong.
Yep.
West, both teams starters back on the court, and I'm really expecting a great second half here.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. NC State the lead in the ball, and Bryce, who led him in scoring, hands off Walker the layup, his second field goal.
He just shows he's more than a scorer. Great unselfish play, nice finish by Walker. Good start for the Wolfpack.
4-point lead. Hub with Goodwin, Mooney, Harvey, and Gibbs. And it's Dane Goodwin. Nice pass. Harvey, the tough shot.
Goodwin penetrated,
Harvey,
found the open man.
Yep. 10 for Harvey. He and Mooney, the only Irish to double figures. Gibbs has 8. I think Dorn thought about it. Instead, can't finish off the bounce. Walker the rebound. Oh, nice look away to Beverly. Here's Braxton looking for his first points. Two state players there. Daniels finished too strong.
Do they hit the boards or what? Are they all over the boards? Good look by Beverly. One thing about Beverly missing, you know, having the point guard responsibilities today might have an effect on his shooting.
Harvey missed three. Goodwin cleans it up.
Loose ball.
39 all. Just like that. Bryce launches and hits. 15 for Bryce.
Well, they had to rotate down to the big guy rolling, but I tell you what, I think you got to lock on to Bryce.
Third three of the day for C.J. Bryce. A transfer from UNC Wilmington, grew up in Charlotte. He's 3 for 3 from behind the line today. Hub on the drive block. Daniels. Here's Dorn trying to create an advantage. Sets up Beverly, catch and shoot. Got it.
Sooner or later, you knew it was going to happen. Here comes Kevin Keats. Look at that energy. Timeout, Notre Dame.
6 in a row by the Wolfpack. Bryce knocks down a 3. Beverly answers off the great feed. And 2 minutes and 15 seconds in, Mike Bray uses a timeout.
First of all, we know this guy can score. He had 12 in the first half. And now you see the great block by Daniels. And now watch the pass by Torin. And finally, after missing most of the afternoon, he nails a deep corner 3.
So Beverly on the board, 6 in a row for NC State in a sequence. Mike Bray bought himself a timeout. And here's Mooney backing down Walker. Good. The rebound pulled away by Bryce.
Good defense by Walker. He made Mooney take a tough shot.
Daniels, another quick skip. Boy, Beverly right there. A little teardrop off the bounce. Walker can't follow it. And Harvey the rebound for the Irish.
Lucky break there for the Irish.
Already substitutions. Leszewski and Jogo set to come in for Notre Dame. And a foul there on NC State on the Mooney take. Don't forget our coverage of ACC basketball being broadcast on AFN, the American Forces Network. We welcome the men and women of the Army, Air Force, Navy, Coast Guard, and Marines stationed around the world. Proud to have you with us, and thank you for protecting our freedom. Foul ticketed to Walker. And the first of the half on the Wolfpack, and Mike Bray, 59-year-old native of Bethesda, Maryland, who went to DeMatha.
One of the best coaches in the country, 19th year, 19th here at Georgia Tech. I remember just when he was at DeMatha under the famous Morgan Wooten, and just a great fit for the Fighting Irish.
Second one rattles out. By the way, Coach Wooten was here last week, Bobby.
Yep.
They honored Bob Whitmore, one of their great Notre Dame players who played for Morgan Wooten at DeMatha against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the Power Memorial DeMatha games.
That's great history. Now, Morgan Wooten, he's something else.
7th turnover of the ball game on Notre Dame.
With this crowd, Notre Dame they have to hang in there. They, you know, obviously the Wolfpack would love to get a better lead because they know what it's like playing in the ACC on the road.
Yep. 5-point lead. Daniels the drive. Wave it off. Offensive foul.
Well, I'm sure in the scouting report it says play Daniels for the drive. Let's watch it. Yep, he's just sitting there. It's a good call. And what Daniels has to do there, he's got to just stop, come to a jump stop, and pull up and avoid that charge. But I can't say enough about Devin Daniels and this team's driving ability of the ball.
2 quick fouls, by the way, on Daniels, Bobby. So a 5-point lead for NC State. Hub working with Leszewski, Jogo, Mooney, and Gibbs.
See, Hub would normally come off the bench. Great pass.
Mooney the dunk. 13 now for John Mooney.
Funderburk got lost there, and there was no rotation.
Kick by Gibbs. It'll stay with NC State. Don't forget, we're off to Atlanta next. Georgia Tech in Louisville.
Yeah, watch this. He comes out to help. Now look at the weak side guys. There's 2 red shirts on the weak side. They got caught up. Some red shirts got to be in the paint on come over from the weak side on that play. Excellent offensive execution by the Irish.
Beverly.
This is a different type zone. Look at this, a 1-3-1 with the big guy, Nate, out high.
Here's Beverly, a three from the corner short. Big clean box out by Notre Dame.
That wasn't close. He might be getting tired.
Wojciechowski.
Can't double team because of the 3-ball.
Gibbs will fire for three. And the rebound for Dorn. All the way through. He lost the handle on it. Somehow they kick it out for Daniels. 9 for Devin Daniels.
They play with so much heart. They're all over the boards, loose balls.
Lead back to 6. Jogo had it swatted out by Daniels.
Daniels got to be careful now. Yeah, great block, but you can't talk junk. That could be a technical foul.
Timeout on the floor. Devin Daniels has had 2 big defensive plays already in this second half.
All things ACC are a click away. Do you believe it? Customize your experience for scores, stats, highlights, and news. The ACC mobile app presented by Outback.
Well, out of the timeout, Notre Dame will get the ball following the Daniels block shot. Dane Goodwin back on the floor. Jogo, Hub, Chris Doherty, who is playing for the first time this year today. And here is TJ Gibbs trying to find a room against Torn Dorn. 10 to shoot, and Goodwin gets his own miss. Right back at the pack goes Dane Goodwin.
Wow. Talk about wings following their shots. He short-armed it, but again, follow his shot. Back to the 2-3 zone.
Dorn working against Doherty. Little soft fall away. Torn Dorn must have heard you talking about him during the timeout.
He's a handful. These wings, I cannot say enough about these wings for the Wolfpack.
6-point lead for NC State. Dorn's got 8 in the ball game. Right now, Bryce, the only double-figure score for Kevin Keats, and there's a tough shot by Prentice Hub.
Yeah, Funderburk thought he had the block. He's a left-hander, so he had the natural side to lay it up high on the glass.
4-point lead. Beverly in the basketball for NC State. Almost 6 minutes gone here in the second half. Bryce step back. Inside Daniels, blocked by Doherty.
Another offensive rebound.
Lead for Goodwin, and he'll score.
Good defense leads to good offense on the fast break. Great defense by the Irish.
2-point lead for the Wolfpack. Mike Braithwaite, his guard Dane Goodwin, got fouled on that drive. Here's Dorn on the quick pass from Funderburk.
Great pass by Funderburk. And Dorn was on the foul line, and he slipped to the right in the middle. Beautiful offensive execution by the Wolfpack.
Hub with Beverly there. Gibbs beats Bryce on the dribble, skips to Goodwin. 3 good. 9.5, 11 in the game for Dane Goodwin.
This is what I expected out of Goodwin when Fluger went down. But he hasn't stepped up, and now he's stepping up.
1-point lead for State. Dorn up and under. Torn Dorn now with a dozen.
What Kevin's doing, Wes, he's putting Dorn on the foul line. And once he catches the ball there, he's a nightmare.
Dane Goodwin's had 7 straight for Notre Dame.
What a game.
On the drive, the scoop and score. 9 in a row for Goodwin.
Wow. Don't you love it when a player starts feeling it?
Single-handedly keeping the Irish within reach. Daniels, floater. Doherty the rebound. You think 23 and White's going to get the ball here? Notre Dame's hit their last 5 shots from the floor. Gibbs.
Got Doherty back in the game.
Skips in the corner. Jogo for the lead. Beverly, a nice deep box out there.
That's Notre Dame basketball.
Here's Bryce. C.J. Bryce has got 18, Bobby. Well, Notre Dame within reach because of Dane Goodwin.
Unbelievable. He's just really hot, West, making his shots. The Irish are back in it.
4-point lead for the Wolfpack when we come back. Today in college basketball, we celebrate the 45th anniversary of one of the game's greatest moments. Notre Dame snapping UCLA's 88-game winning streak, 71-70. Digger Phelps and the Irish, undefeated, number 2 in the country, beat UCLA, coached by John Wooden, led by future Hall of Famer Bill Walton. They were number 1. Digger and the Irish trailed 11. They scored the next 12 points, and the original Iceman, Dwight Clay, hit the game winner to give Notre Dame the win. Dwight Clay told Mike DeCourcy of the Sporting News this week, some people get 15 seconds of fame. I've had 45 years of it.
If you're a basketball junkie, you can never forget that basketball game right here when they broke that great streak by UCLA.
By the way, there's a rumor that Robert Joseph Crimmins was in the building.
I was a graduate assistant for Fran McGuire at South Carolina. I was scouting Notre Dame, our future opponent.
Pretty good scout that day.
I couldn't find the seat. I had to sit on the floor.
3-ball missed by Harvey out of the break. After the foul on Funderburk a moment ago was his 3rd. So NC State's going to have to be careful. Remember, they're not the deepest basketball team either.
Notre Dame out of the zone.
Dorn, a hard drive, and he will draw the foul, and that's on DJ Harvey, his first. And the first of the second half on Notre Dame.
You just got to back off this guy. Make him make some outside shots. He probably can do that also.
Yeah, Torrin Dorn deserves a lot of credit. Tested the NBA draft waters in the offseason, elected to come back. Got his degree last May as he missed the free throw. And he's a senior leader. He's a rebound away, by the way, from another double-double. He's got 9 rebounds to go with his 12 points. It would be his 3rd double-double of the year in conference play. Outstanding rebounder, Bobby, of the basketball at 6'5".
No question. But, you know, this team, what's so impressive about the Wolfpack, they're so balanced. You know, you'd think there's no superstar big names. There's just all of them. All of them can score, rebound, and they play so well together. Kevin Keats has just done a fabulous job in this program.
Variety of combinations for his lineup here today as well without Johnson's availability. Gibbs with 8 to shoot. Goodwin, can he keep it going? Yes.
Well, we talked about Kevin Keats telling us defend the 3. And what happens, they're helping out, they're over-helping Wes. And I guarantee you, Kevin's going to tell them during the timeout, look, guys, we're over-helping. We got to stay closer to the 3-point shooter.
Here's Dorn trying to answer. Funderburk, the rebound and the stick back. DJ Funderburk, his second field goal gives him 7.
Well, he has the height over Mooney, and that time did not go over the back, and great offensive rebound.
Gibbs, or Hub rather. Here's Harvey a long 2, and Bryce the rebound.
Look out!
Game.
Look out!
C.J. Bryce.
Wow.
20 now for Bryce, a new season high.
When he came out of high school, where were all the power schools? Where were they? So many of these kids get overlooked. What a player.
6-point lead, Hub in transition, trailing the break. Banks on the triple.
Well, it was an open 3. Coach Keith did not, you know, he wants to keep the pressure on him, but he does not want to give up an open 3 like that. And the Irish took advantage of it.
Foul line, Dorn against his own. They fight inside. Lockett had a shot at it, and I believe commits the foul. It'll be his third, the fourth on Kevin Keats' team. And here's the Funderburk play inside.
Yeah, he's big. He's bigger than Mooney. And now this kid, he's just, you know, he can shoot the outside. He can drive. He's just a tremendous offensive player.
And Bobby, you got to be careful secondary, don't you?
You really do. That's where you have. That's how you break the pressure. And Hub, again, you know, we talked about Hub. Really was in a bad slump, but he's come out of his slump now, playing with much more confidence.
Here's Prentice Hub. Good one by Lockett. Feeds Mooney for the dunk. Nice playmaking by the Irish.
Wes, what's going on now? The Wolfpack are closing out quickly, but now the Irish are driving right past them.
Bryce. Beverly thought about it. Here's Lockett.
Here comes the crowd.
Dorn, line drive three. Funderburk tried to keep it alive. Jogo the rebound.
Well, if they take the lead here, the house is going to come down.
There's a foul on Bryce. Sends us to a timeout. 1-point contest. We go to the under 8. We'll be right back after a word from your local ACC station. I don't know if these folks are excited Bobby Crimmins is here or that the Irish are closing in. And it's good enough for them to be our Bojangles fan of the game. Brought to you by Bojangles. It's Bow time. With our producer, Rob Reichley, our director, Brett Lancaster. Dane Goodwin has sparked Notre Dame. He's got 14 here in the second half of his 16 total. And the Irish, out of the timeout, have the ball. They are 9 of 15 from the floor. Goodwin has 6 of those field goals, by the way. And the Irish looking for their first lead since it was 12-10 at the 14-minute mark of the first half, Bobby. And Hub for the lead. And over the glass, out of play.
Maybe a little bit of a force there. You know, we talked about somebody stepping up, and obviously Goodwin has stepped up. And maybe a guy like Jogo might be the next guy. Speaking of Goodwin, I hope his dad, I know his dad is watching this game.
Yeah.
He's a former basketball coach, Division III school. And I love kids who have been coached by their dads.
Here is Bryce off the shot fake. Rimmed out, still a 1-point contest. Yeah, you're right. His dad, Damon, the all-time winningest coach at Capital University, a Division III program in Columbus, Ohio.
I think they want the ball in Mooney's hands down low.
Here's Hub. Floater, right hand, missed badly.
Oh, I don't know if Mike's happy about that shot.
Lockett. Beverly. NC State with so many variables in their offensive attack.
Well said.
Walker's giving them key minutes here today as well. Here's Beverly, a 3. Rimmed off, and Walker will commit the foul. And for Wyatt Walker, it'll be his second. And the 6th on NC State.
It looks like Beverly's coming up a little short. I know he made a big one. But again, I don't want to be redundant, but playing the point guard takes so much energy. Now you see Coach Keats giving him a break, and because he feels like he needs a little rest so he can make sure that shot gets over that rim.
Bobby, he's 1 for 9.
Yeah. From
the floor.
But don't forget, you know, with Markell out, his responsibilities have changed. So I'm going to give him a little leeway on that.
Yep. Hub. Little crossover. Drives, banged out of bounds, no foul.
3 times in a row, Hub has tried to score. That time he definitely had the opening.
Walker went straight up.
Yeah, he went straight up.
I can see it's a little close. It's a 50-50 call.
Yes. They want the ball in Mooney's hands.
Crowd doesn't like it, but Walker did not gain an advantage. He just went straight up.
Now he's got to go. He's got to go himself.
Hubs missed his last 2.
Oh, boy.
Make it 3.
Oh, boy.
Bryce into the front court. Here's Daniels. Let's see how fluid NC State is here without Beverly, though, Bobby. Daniels at the front, knocks down the long two.
Now they play point guard by committee. And you know, Daniels can play the point.
Well, you never did that.
I did a few times. But you're right. They're so versatile that these guys, these 6'4", 6'5" guys, they can play 1, 2, or 3. And that's exactly what's going on right now. And Eric Lockett in the game. He's another one that can play the 1, 2, or 3.
Leszewski.
Kevin saying, slow it up now, run the offense.
Here's Daniels, nice pass to Walker, and Mooney the foul before the basket. First on Mooney, it'll be the second foul in the second half on Notre Dame.
Well, we talk about the drive, and then once you drive, watch his pass. Watch, he sucks the defense to him. How about that bounce pass? And how about the head fake by Wyatt Walker there? I tell you, Wyatt Walker is solid. Excellent offensive rebounder, transfer from Sanford.
Yep. Daniels missed the 3 from the corner, so it stays a 3-point game. John Mooney, by the way, the rebound a moment ago, his 10th now double-double secured. And for Mooney, it's his 4th straight double-double of his 10, and there's a foul on the drive by Gibbs.
I love the adjustment the coaches are making. Coach Keats is telling his players now, be very careful helping out because of the three ball. And therefore, Notre Dame is now driving. If they see the opening, they're going to go for it.
8 points all in the first half for T.J. Gibbs. And misses the free throw there.
I like this guy. You know, with Hub in the game, he's kind of slid over to the 2 spot. And when Hub out of the game, as is the case right now, he plays the point guard position. And you know, we talk about, you know, some of these players' father. Of course, his father played football. His brothers, 2 brothers, played college. You know, he had the flu against Boston College, and prior to that, Wes, he had played in 87 straight games. How about that for T.J. Gibbs out of Scotch Plains, New Jersey? Tough kid.
Yeah, a little game management being done. Tony Chiazza, as Gibbs will go back here and shoot the second free throw.
At this juncture of the game, every free throw is so important. He misses both of them.
Yep.
Stayed with an opportunity.
Double team. Bryce recognizes Lockett. Back for C.J. Bryce. How about that?
Give me a break. Give me a break.
23 for Bryce. 5 for 5 from behind the line is C.J. Bryce.
You know how hard it is to win on the road in the ACC, and the Wolfpack now have an opportunity.
Now they got to win at Miami in their first ACC game and trying to add to it here. Goodwin, the rebound and stick back of his miss.
Tremendous staying with the basketball. Tremendous.
18 for Goodwin, one off his career high of 19. 4-point game approaching 4 minutes.
Great sign for the future of Notre Dame this season with Goodwin playing like this.
Bryce working in traffic, now Daniels.
Good patience. Find the open man.
Daniels off the Helm screen. Lockett fires for 3. And Bryce kept it alive. Funderburk had it and now controls.
Coach Keith said, slow it down, pull it out, run some clock. You can't hold the ball right now. You got to keep playing. But Coach Keith knows how important this offensive possession could be. He wants a good shot.
Here's Daniels. And the rebound from Mooney.
Pretty good look.
Gibbs to the front court. Next dead ball will get us a timeout as well, Bobby. 4-point game. Helms fronted Mooney. Turned over by the Irish, and Jericho to the basket.
How about that play? Comes off the bench. Helms with a steal and goes to length for a layup. Mark that play in your book.
We'll get a timeout here. Just ahead of 3 minutes to go in the ball game. NC State's opened it to a 6-point lead at South Bend.
ACC basketball is being brought to you by Geico, saving people money for over 75 years. By Food Lion, official supermarket of the ACC. By your local Chevy dealers. And by Lending Tree, official loan shopping partner of the ACC.
Well, NC State fans that are here got to be happy with what they've seen from the Wolfpack today, and in particular, C.J. Bryce, Bobby.
They got something going. This program, I'm so impressed with the energy that this team has. They play hard. They play with a lot of confidence, and obviously you got to give that guy a lot of credit, Kevin Keats.
Yep. DJ Harvey will put it in play. Gibbs, Prentice Hub, Mooney, and Goodwin on the floor. These are the guys that started the ball game for Coach Bray. And here is Mooney with Funderburk defending. Offensive foul on Mooney.
Wow, 2 turnovers by the Irish. How about Funderburk defensively on Mooney? Mooney's not happy about it.
That is 3 second-half turnovers on Notre Dame.
Yeah. Big defensive play by Funderburk. I don't know, Wes. I think I'd let that go. Like I said earlier, if it's obvious, call it. If not, do not call it. Let him play.
Second foul on Mooney. 6-point lead for NC State. Bryce, the lob, Funderburk, the catch, couldn't finish it. And then Helms reached in to try and knock it away and draws the foul. Jericho, the freshman from St. Louis, his 3rd. And it's a 6-point lead. And a message now from CPI Security.
Get the best security and smart home solutions all in one app from CPI Security, the official security partner of ACC basketball.
TJ Gibbs back to the line. And he makes that one. Run into the 1-and-1.
He had to make that one. He's got to make this one. Makes this one, and we got a 1-possession game. Plenty of time.
And it is 4-10 for Gibbs.
It's coming down to the wire.
Bryce. Funderburk the screen. Back to Funderburk. Layup fell in.
Bryce made the play. He brought,
9 for Funderburk,
he
Bobby.
brought the defense to him, and Funderburk's a big target. He's tall.
Approaching 2 minutes to go. Back to a 6-point game. 2-possession contest now. Approaching 2 minutes. And Funderburk going to be called for the bump, and that'll be his 4th. That's 4 on Funderburk, but he was good here a moment ago.
Well, he's 6'10". He's a great target. And you see, when Mooney has to leave him, great recognition by Bryce there, and just throw the ball up in the air. In that case, he threw it a little bit lower.
John Mooney, 3 of 4 at the line.
Making their free throws.
Well, and this is where Notre Dame, to be honest with you, just 70% in conference play.
Yeah.
You know, they get a lot of attempts too, Bobby. The Irish came in with 27 more free throw attempts than their opponents in 3 conference games, or in 4 conference games rather, and that was 3rd overall among conference teams.
Yeah, they get to the free throw line. Of course, don't forget he coached. He was assistant at Duke, and you know that's Coach K's philosophy. Get to the free throw line.
2 minutes to go, 4-point game. Bryce working against the rookie Hub. Funderburk playing with 4. Got to be careful. Bryce all the way to the glass. Funderburk follows the miss.
Tough shot, and Funderburk's there again. Why? Because Mooney's got to lead to help. And if Mooney leaves, somebody's got to rotate down and do something with Funderburk.
6-point game approaching 90 seconds. Goodwin on the drive, went for the dunk and draws the foul from Helms. That'll be 4 on Helms with 1:33 to play, but the story here in the last couple of moments has been DJ Funderburk.
It has. Hey, see, this time he shoots the ball and nobody rotates down. See, Goodwin will learn. Got to get inside Funderburk there.
Here is Goodwin at the line, and the free throw good. 3 for 3 now. Here's Dane Goodwin at the stripe.
He'll be starting for the rest of the year.
He has tied his career high with 19 today. it stays there.
Oh, boy.
5-point game with 90 seconds to go here at South Bend. A win today for Kevin Keats. He would be 6-6 on the road in the ACC in his first 2 years as NC State's coach.
Pretty impressive. 5-point game. Let's see. They want the ball in Bryce's hand.
Daniels with 3 on the drive. Mooney the rebound on the miss.
Good defense. Irish have to score here.
Gibbs trying to get through traffic. Here's Goodwin in trouble. Skips. Jogo a 3. Tapped around. Helms the rebound with 44 seconds left. And there's a foul on Notre Dame against C.J. Bryce. And that's just 4 on the Irish. So they have to commit 3 more, Bobby, before NC State shoots their first free throws.
Right, and Coach Brady knows that. You know, Jogo got a good look, Wes, a good look, and he's capable of knocking that shot down. And obviously now, Wolfpack in great position, but they got a long way to go before they got to close this out.
So 41 seconds to go, 5-point lead for NC State. Don't forget, next from Atlanta, Georgia Tech back at home after a loss at Clemson the other night. They will host Louisville. And boy, Chris Mack's done a sensational job in year 1 with the Cards, Bobby.
No question about it. I watched him at Xavier, and I knew he was, you know, really up and coming. And he has done a magnificent job. Of course, everybody talks about that win at Chapel Hill.
Yeah.
That kind of was a bit of a shocker, the way they went to business. But, you know, I'm impressed by Georgia Tech is playing. West, you know, Alvarado's out. But the big kid, the transfer from Texas, James Banks,
yep,
he's a great inside presence. So we'll see. I guess the freshman from Florida will move over and start at the point for the Yellow Jackets.
Entertaining ball game coming up next from McCamish Pavillion on many of our Raycom Sports ACC basketball affiliates. And there's another quick foul on the Irish off the inbound, and it's on Prentice Hub. It's his 3rd.
And the team's 5th.
Yep, 2 more to go.
Got 2 more to go. You know, they'd love to get a steal instead of a foul.
Daniels right back to Helms, and there's number 6.
I like what they did that time. Instead of fouling right away, they waited 1 pass. Good coaching by Mike Bray.
Well, that's Hub's now 4th. So Prentice Hub is not the guy you want here.
Well, they'll get him out right now and put him on the bench.
Yeah, Joko into the ball game. Nicola in.
Now the key is you don't want to foul Beverly here. And they're going to foul Beverly. No, they're not. Good job.
Let it go. Here's Daniels. And now Bryce got the pass, but the foul was from Goodwin, and that is 7.
I like the coaching going on here. Mike Bray says, do not foul Beverly. And what do we got, Daniels? What percentage?
67.
Daniels? 67?
Yeah, but Bobby, NC State 75-4 as a team. And remember that stat I gave you a moment ago about Notre Dame? NC State's opponents coming into today had attempted 42 more free throws than they had in their first 2 conference games.
Daniels with a big 1-and-1 makes the first, extends that lead, and now it's another one.
Kevin Keats' team trying to push the lead to 7, and they do with Daniels' bucket.
They try to get a sub in too late.
Here's Hub for Gibbs. Launches, fouled. 3 free throws coming up on the Beverly reach.
Well, that's the last thing you want to do. The very last thing you want to do. Coach Keats saying, what are you doing? Look at that look. You know, obviously we know the foul stops the clock, number 1, which allows Notre Dame to set the press. Now, TJ, a little pressure here, but he's got to knock all 3 of these down.
If he does, it'll be a 4-point game. And the first one good.
Yeah, Kevin's not happy about that foul.
Well, by the way, Keats' Wolfpack, a road win means that they got to make a stop before they go to the airport.
Yeah.
Because every road win, before they get on the plane to go home, they go get ice cream.
Oh, is that right?
As a team.
Oh.
In fact, after their ACC opening win at Coral Gables on a Sunday night, they had to kind of keep a place reopened.
Wow.
Keep a place open later than they wanted to be.
Well, they got 27 seconds, but the Irish here, let's see, could they try and get a steal without fouling?
Here is Daniels. He'll race into the front court. 2-on-1. Lob is Funderburk. And whoa! Jogo went for the contact foul. And
and now we know what's going to happen now. We're going to spend a little time looking at the monitor. And first, let me see the replay here. Did he grab him? I can't see it. No. Was he falling down?
This might be a better look here, Bobby.
No, he's helping him. He's fine.
He's trying to hold him up.
Yeah, let's play ball. We don't need to go to the monitor. Good job by the officials.
Pat Driscoll with Tony Chiazza, Matt Potter here.
Now this is a 1-on-1. Don't forget that.
A 78% on the year. Missed it. 4-point game, 21 seconds left.
They're alive.
Hub for Gibbs. Inside Mooney, the catch and dunk. 2-point game with 12 seconds left.
Well, Wes, they had a defender 3. Let's start there. And the pick and roll, they helped out. Mooney just rolled to the basket, and nobody, and I mean nobody, was near. Watch this. They stay with the 3-point shooters. Look at that. I mean, you know, you don't want to foul, you don't want to give up the 3, but you don't want to give up an easy 2 like that.
All right, Notre Dame's now out of timeouts, Bobby. So the Irish.
That's important, but you know what's going to happen here? Same thing.
Quick foul.
Quick foul, but he's telling them. I'm really impressed the way they are not fouling Beverly. And so, you know, they have 12 seconds. They would love to get Funderburk back on the line, put the pressure on him. So we'll see. Obviously, Coach Keith is saying, you know, he wants to get the ball to his best free throw shooters. When I coach a kid by the name of Mark Price, I said, guys, get the ball to Mark. And then once Mark got to the free throw line, I felt good. So, you know, if you're NC State, you want to get a good free throw shooter the ball. If you're the Irish, you'd love to get a steal.
75-73 it is. 12.3 left. State can run the baseline. They have asked. And how about our Chevy performance of the game? Brought to you by your local Chevy dealers. And it's a season high 23 for C.J. Bryce.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, let's see what we got here. This is far from over. The Irish would love a steal. Let's see if NC State can get the ball to their best free throw shooters.
Helms will put it in play. Gets it to Daniels. And there's the foul.
How about that? That was a little shaky there, Wes.
The foul is on Goodwin, I believe. And that's his third. 9 on Notre Dame. And it will be Devin Daniels to the line, who is 2 for 2 in the second half.
And this is still a 1-on-1, am I correct?
This is the last of the 1-on-1s, Bobby. And both are important. Free throw good, 3-point game.
I only have one word for that. Clutch.
Yeah, no question.
This is the dagger.
Made them both and made it look easy. They were clean.
They do not want to foul here.
Here is Hub.
Give up the 3.
Gibbs for 3. Rebound Helms.
Ball game.
And a reach-in foul on Harvey with 4.1 to go. Will be the 10th on Notre Dame. Well, and Jericho Helms will go to the free throw line for the first time today.
Get that ice cream ready.
Kevin Keats needs 1 free throw, probably to feel pretty comfortable.
Great game. Just a great game by both teams. And we talk about Notre Dame. I feel so bad for Mike Ray. Last year he lost Bonzie Colson, the first team All-American. He lost Matt Farrell. Losing Pfluger this year. Of course, the big guy Durham out today. But let me tell you something. The Irish are going to be a factor. They have a great winning program. They will be a factor.
No foul, says Kevin Keats. Here's Hub. A 3 at the horn. And it's over. NC State beats Notre Dame on the road for their 3rd league win. 15-3 overall to the Wolfpack. Notre Dame 11-7, now 1-4, headed to Atlanta Tuesday night to meet Georgia Tech. And NC State stays on the road. They'll be in Louisville on Thursday night. Bobby, what a ball game.
It was a great game. And you got to give Daniels so much credit. The MVP obviously was C.J. Bryce, but Daniels went to the free throw line and made the one-on-ones when he had to.
Well, another double-double for John Mooney. Torrin Dorn had a double-double. Tough loss for Mike Bray and the Irish, but a tremendous road win for Kevin Kings.
Yeah, don't forget the Irish lose nobody, and I mean nobody, Wes. And they get Pfluger back plus recruiting. This Irish program is a program that's one of the finest in the ACC, one of the finest in the country, and Notre Dame will always be a factor in the ACC.
Well, NC State comes in here and really dictated tempo too, Bobby.
They were tremendous. You know, without Markel Johnson, a great win for them.
Well, tremendous win. Don't forget, for highlights and must-see moments from this game and others, check out theacc.com. Coming up next, many of you will see Louisville at Georgia Tech. For Bobby Crimmins, West Durham from South Bend, a 4-point win for NC State.